Hello, everyone, and welcome to the official Zen Project 8 coaching experience. I'm Cassiah Jay. I want to welcome all of you who are tuning in for the show today. I'm here with New York Times bestselling author, celebrity fitness and nutrition expert, our Zen brand ambassador, my dear friend, Mark MacDonald. Hi, Mark.
Hello, Cassiah. Hello, Zen Project 8 community. I know we are all going through a little Cassiah withdrawal. So, Cassiah, I'm so glad you're back.
I am so glad to be back and back on track. So looking forward to, spending more time in the group and catching up with all of you as my world tour has come to an end, at least for the time being. So Mark, always good to be here with you. I'm really excited about today's show. Today we are talking about how to live ZP8 as a vegetarian, a vegan, or a plant-based eater. So stay tuned. Mark has lots of great information to share with you. But before we get started, as always, a couple of housekeeping tips for you. Let's go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to take you over to zenproject8.com. So if you go there, you'll be able to see and download all of the phase guides. So I want to invite you guys to go ahead and do that. zenproject8.com. Each phase has phase guides that go along with it, so you can keep up on what you need to do throughout each phase. I don't know why I can't find the window I'm looking to share. Got it. All right. So zenproject8.com, this is where you want to go to get your information. If you scroll down, we've got videos, lots of great content. And then here you can see each phase, and under each phase you have guides where you can download your copy. So download here, it's a digital PDF, super easy for you. You can print it out. Send it to your friends, people that are just joining. You want to send them to your replicated website or zenproject8.com to get that information. Additionally, we've got lots of tools to support you along your journey. So we've got Zen Project 8, our YouTube channel, which as you can see right here is youtube.com/Zen Project 8. On this website, you'll be able to see a playlist which walks you through the entire phase. There's our coaching experience. We've got 12 videos for you where myself and Mark walk you through each week of the full phase of the 8 weeks for Zen Project 8, and then information all about Zen Project 8. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel and visit youtube.com/Zen Project 8. Additionally, we have a Facebook group, a community where we want to support you. We want to invite you to come in and spend time with our entire community who are doing Zen Project 8. They are living Zen Project 8. So you can go to facebook.com/groups/Zen Project 8 and then just request some membership. And if you come to the top, there's a pinned post that tells you all about how to get started. You can see our guides. You can see everything that you need to win, from links to specific videos to past hangouts. Everything that you need to be successful is available for you right inside of this Facebook community. Additionally, if you go to hangouts.zenproject8.com, you'll be able to see the replays of all of our past shows, all of our past hangout and coaching experiences that Mark and I have done, which are now titled for you. So it'll be super easy for you to search and find. They're now titled by topic. And also in the Facebook community, I just showed you guys, make sure that you connect inside of there, because Mark is actually going to be starting some live video broadcasts. So on Facebook, he's going to start doing some Facebook Lives where you'll be able to interact with him, ask questions, and just get additional content and free coaching from him, which will absolutely be fantastic. So Mark, speaking about the Facebook group, I know we have 2 new flyers that are going to be available. So I'd love for you just to share with our audience what we have for them.
Yeah, and I love everyone. We love this recap because there's so many new people who jump on, who watch this. And obviously this is going to be a great webcast because there's so many vegetarians, vegans, or plant-based eaters. On the Facebook Lives, just know that all you have to do is click on the photos, the video section. They're already there. They record automatically. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time, I'm doing one on one of these documents I'm going to show you on really how to, the power of sharing your story. But the first one, if you go to the file section, there's 2 documents. And what I want to share with you is we have 2 updated ones. One's the Zen products. So if you look here, you can download it. What's fun is it goes through the Zen Prime, and it kind of gives you the benefits of it. We get so many questions. What's in it? And especially for this one, if we're dealing with someone who's plant-based, they're going to say, wait a second. Okay, well, what's in this? Well, the fun stuff about this is pharmaceutical grade milk thistle, grape, dandelion, juniper, digestive enzyme blend that is entire plant-based. So this stuff is fantastic from a point of a detox product. And you can just look at it. I don't have to go into details. I've done this many times before, but you can just download this document under file. You can see the fit, the shape, and then the fuse. We've added the label to this document for the chocolate and the vanilla. So great documents to find out more information about the products that you can share with people. Then one more document here. This is one that's really cool, and it's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, about how to share your story. And it's just a piece of it, because as you live it, people are going to want to be part of it. Just for example, let's say you're rocking ZP8, your friend's a vegetarian. This webcast is perfect for them because they're going to learn how to live ZP8 as a vegetarian. But as you continue to share your message, inspire other people to act, many people, they're looking at how can they retail this? How can they actually engage people that want to purchase Zen from them? Hey, what's that shake you're doing? What's that detox product? I get it all the time when I'm at the soccer field. So great product, a great flyer that we have here is a new bulk order flyer. And if you look here, it's very simple. It's be your own store. And basically it's in quantities of 10. Now I know Zen Project 8 is going to go global. Right now we are US. So you can purchase products individually from the import cart in Canada. But from a bulk perspective, because the Zen Fuse and Zen Prime are not registered yet from Health Canada, they're in the process. So hopefully in a few months, they're going to be good to go right there. But until then, you can still buy individually or the packs. But bulk is a quantity of 10 or more that is not considered personal use. So this bulk ordering price just for the moment is just for the US. But you can see, you can buy in bulk, you can sell retail, the CV's there as well. But this is just another great option. And those are the two documents right there for you, Cassiah. So you have the product guide and the Be Your Own Store bulk.
I love it. And speaking of really cool things, I love the fact that we're offering that now, because I think that's super helpful. Many people are asking what are the ingredients and what is the information. So we've got that available for you guys. And also shout out to Bonnie and our social team who have made this awesome album on our Facebook fan page. I want to share it with you in case you're wondering, how can I make my shake super tasty? We now have the Zen Fuse shake recipes on the fan page. So if you go to facebook.com/Zen Project 8, that is our official fan page. And on there, we've got pictures and great ideas for you to make PFC friendly shakes and shake recipes. So I don't know about you, Mark, but I can always use a new shake recipe. I like variety in my life. So this was really good. A good addition.
I think we all can, Cassiah, and all you have to do is click on that. The recipe's right there. And I love you. Big shout out to Bonnie for putting that all together, entire team. But a good shake in summertime in the Georgian, and I know you're in Texas, and that heat, we want it.
Exactly. So lots of fun there. Remember, facebook.com/Zen Project 8. You can check out that album. All right, Mark, we've got lots of stuff to cover, so let's dive right in. We are talking 5 things that you must know if you are living Zen Project 8 as a vegetarian, a vegan, or a plant-based eater. So why don't we talk about the difference? What's the difference between a vegetarian, a vegan, a plant-based eater? Explain to our audience maybe what they're looking for.
So, Cassiah, you know I'm from California. So everyone, I'm a Californian, and I started teaching and educating about nutrition back in 1995 at Gold's Gym Northridge, and then it started in Venice Beach in 1999. So Venice Beach is like the vegan capital of the world back then. So I had to learn a lot about this. So the most important thing to understand, and what I just want to drive home, if you're a vegetarian, if you're a vegan, or you're a plant-based eater, this program is perfect for you. The foundation of it, of eating in threes, of all of that, is still fundamentally correct for whatever choice of food you eat. All we're talking about tonight, the 5 questions we're going to be driving home, is your food preferences of protein. That's it. You still need a protein, fat, carb. You still need eat in threes, PFC every 3. So the foundation of the program, you're all in. Now let's talk about first question is what's the difference? So basically there's 3 types of protein, 3 sources. You have animal protein, which is going to be your chicken, your beef, ostrich, bison, fish, anything that's going to come from an animal, and you're actually going to eat the meat. That's the one type. The second type is a byproduct source, which is milk, cheese, any type of dairy, yogurt, anything that's coming from an animal, but not directly the meat of the animal. And then the third source is plant-based, where you're looking at hemp, which is a great source. You look at soy, which this is what soy we do not recommend on this program. I will share a little bit later in one of the questions. But soy basically is not, it's very GMO. It's not very great for you, but it is a complete protein. You have brown rice, pea protein. So you have other types of plant-based proteins, and those are your three sources.
Perfect. Okay, so the three sources are animal, plant-based. I'm sorry, I missed the other one. Just
so animal, byproduct of an animal, and then plant-based. And a vegetarian, so a vegetarian would avoid, most vegetarians will avoid the animal, but they'll have egg whites, they'll have fish. Many will have fish, they'll have dairy, cottage cheese, yogurt, milk. Vegans won't have anything that comes from an animal, and plant-based eaters will not either. Now, the difference between a vegan and a plant-based eater is most vegans will look at also additional ingredients in hair products and anything that they're putting into their body because they want nothing. Where a plant-based eater, and I'm generalizing here, there's a lot of categories, but a plant-based eater, basically, they just want to focus on non-animal based products, but there may not be as I call it, hardcore as a pure vegan.
Perfect. Okay, so thank you for that explanation. That definitely helps. So let's talk about the two types of proteins that your body actually utilizes and why they matter.
Yeah, so when you think about the sources they come from, now we have to start talking about what are the types of proteins. So you have two types, complete and incomplete. There's something called branched chain amino acids. This is why FIT, which I'll talk about in a moment, is so powerful, the amino acid product, because it actually gives you quality amino acids. Now, amino acids come from protein. So when you ingest either an animal protein, a byproduct of an animal like dairy or yogurt or egg whites, or you do a plant-based, it goes through your digestive system and it breaks down into amino acids. And amino acids are your body's building blocks. So everyone, just tell yourself, amino acids are my body's building blocks. That is your foundation. When you see people stuck on a desert island, all those great shows we see, what's the first thing they look for? Protein. See, your body needs protein because protein provides you with something called nitrogen. Nitrogen, really simple. If you have more nitrogen coming to your body than leaving, you're in an anabolic phase where your body's growing, your cells are replenishing, your body's in a really good state. If you have less nitrogen coming into your body than you're losing, you're catabolic, which means you're breaking yourself down. This is why the type of protein matters so much. I'm not convincing people that you should shift. No, I just want you to be educated. That's the purpose of this webcast here. So animal protein has more nitrogen per gram than plant-based protein because animal protein is complete. It has all of the essential amino acids, meaning that these are amino acids your body can't make, you must get from your outside source of food. So anything that comes from something that has a liver, an animal has a liver, you're going to get the essential amino acids. Incomplete protein found in brown rice, found in almost all plant-based. You see an apple, banana, spinach. It all has maybe a little less than a gram or a gram of protein. That is incomplete, meaning your body cannot utilize it as protein until it combines with other protein. This is why a lot of vegetarians do rice and beans. When those two form together, they form a complete protein. But Cassiah, you get about 50 grams of carbs and maybe 8 grams of protein. When we talk about blood sugar, that's a blood sugar spiking machine and a fat storing food product. So ideally, when you want to talk about the source of protein, we have to find a way, if you're a vegan or plant-based, to make sure that you're getting the right amount of protein and not too many carbohydrates through combining your stuff. And that's what you're going to learn tonight.
Awesome. So we should talk about what adjustments people need to make. So if someone's a vegetarian, what do they need to do to be living ZP8?
Yeah, so a vegetarian's simple because you just follow the program. And I'm going to bring up the two phases. I'm going to show the Ignite phase because you'll see it. But Cassiah showed you where you can download. Go to Zen Project 8. Let's pull up the detox phase. And I just want to give you some info here on what protein sources you'd like. So the detox phase is right here. So basically, if I'm a vegetarian, you want to keep thinking about what are the proteins you take in. Most vegetarians aren't going to have chicken, bison. They're not going to have some will have lean fish. Some will have salmon. You won't have turkey or venison. So basically on this list alone, you have egg whites, you have hemp, you have salmon if you're having fish, and then you're going to have the Zen Fuse shakes. Now Zen comes from dairy, so it's a whey protein and a casein protein. And I'm gonna show you Zen, but let me just finish on this. All vegans, vegetarians, and plant-based eaters, all the fats and carbs are the same. So you don't have to, we're not talking about that. Everyone can have that. Your free foods, your carbs, your fats, that's all your preferences. We're only talking protein. So immediately in the detox phase, you have limited choices because there's not a ton of things that protein comes from that gives you the right amount of protein you need per meal. But you already have some options here: the egg whites, the hemp, the Zen Fuse, and the fish. And then as I talk more about the vegan and plant-based eaters, I'm going to give you some more options on that. But let me go now to, hold on one sec. Let me go now to the Thrive phase. So if we dive into the Thrive phase here, the Thrive phase, you have, when we enter the Thrive, you have Greek yogurt, cheese, cottage cheese. So you're getting some of the dairy back in that you can implement. As you can see, soy's not on this. Now, soy is GMO. Most soy is GMO, genetically modified. It's processed. It's very cheap. This is why you see protein bars made with soy are cheap protein bars, because they're using a low quality protein. Soy has about 40% less nitrogen per gram than whey protein would. So you get much less bang for your buck with that. In addition, soy causes an estrogen increase. So this is why you're not going to see soy as a recommended protein at all throughout the program. It's not something that you want to take in. It's not something you want to utilize. You want to use quality, if you're plant-based or vegan, quality plant-based proteins that I'm going to share with you in the next question. But right here, as a vegetarian, you have Zen Fuse, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, egg whites, hemp. You're getting a lot of options here. Now, this is also why, and I just want to bring the Zen Fuse, and I'll give it back to you, Cassiah, here. This is why when we have the Zen Fuse, we made this. This comes from whey, and it's micellar casein. So it starts with milk, and then a part goes to casein, a part goes to whey. And you have a mixture of both. This is why this is the only shake, the Zen Fuse shake, that you can actually will keep you satisfied 2 hours longer than every other shake. So if someone comes to you, or you are a vegetarian, and they said, can I take the Zen Fuse shake? You bet you can. It's very low in lactose, it's gluten-free, super high quality, and that falls into your eating parameters on that. So the program's great for all vegetarians, a lot of choices.
Yep, lots of choices, and it's of course delicious. And by the way, the guide that you just showed us, guys, remember zenproject8.com. You can download those guides, so you can also see exactly what Mark just showed, and you can download that and get more information. So we just covered vegetarians. Now let's cover vegans and plant-based eaters. What adjustments do they need to make, Mark?
Yeah, because I get at multiple events, as we did our tour and we continue our North America tour, I literally would say I have about eight plant-based eaters come up to me, or vegans, every event, 8 to 10. And the question is always the same: is Zen coming out with a plant-based shake? Now, I want to share with you that eventually we are working on a plant-based shake that you take in, but this is where we want to continually look at what does a plant-based eater or a vegan do. First off, you live the program. Every fat and carb you can take on, every free food. When we look at the types of protein you would take in, because we're teaching you how to eat whole food, what are some options for you? Hemp is a phenomenal option. Now, hemp by itself has a lot of fat in it, but there's great pure hemp shakes that you can find on Amazon or any Whole Foods store. I recommend you go to Whole Foods, a Fresh Market, or a Sprouts, and you want to start finding plant-based options that are fortified with complete protein. Rise Bar makes a complete protein plant-based bar, protein bar wise. Brown rice, there's many infused brown rice products that have 20 grams of protein. So being plant-based or vegan, it just means you have to look outside the box a little bit. You spend about 2 to 3 hours at some local health food stores, and you're going to get multiple options for what you can do. You can also combine stuff. Ezekiel bread, when you bring bread back in, Ezekiel's live sprouted bread, that has about 6 grams of complete protein. What you're looking for, if you're a female, is you want about 20 grams of complete protein per meal. And then if you're a male, anywhere from 25 to 30 grams of complete protein if you're a plant-based eater or vegan. And you can mix that, but you want your carbs to match that. So a plant-based eater, once again, hemp is fantastic. You can bring in brown rice, right? You can combine it. You can do like a Rise protein bar. You can bring in other protein shakes, because once again, Zen's not there for a plant-based person. So a couple ones that are pure plant-based, Vega One, Sun Warrior Blend. These are all things. So you can eat a balanced meal. And if you feel you're about 10 grams short, do a scoop of protein. Have that on the side. That will balance your blood sugar. I got to be honest with you, Cassiah, and everyone watching, this is the challenge. I've worked with thousands personally and throughout the years with vegetarians, vegans, and plant-based eaters. The challenge is that majority of people are over-carbing, under-proteining. They don't have good muscle tone. They're struggling with their metabolism, and they're gaining weight. It's because you're eating too many carbohydrates. You just have to do a little more homework, balance it out, follow the guidelines, find your grab-and-go proteins, and you're set up to win.
Perfect. I love how you just made such great recommendations there too. So there are so many ways to really win big as long as you are following the right guidelines. So I think that's perfect. Quick question for you. So we talk about our entire Zen product line. We've got Prime, Shape, Fit. We also have a variety of products through the Jeunesse line. So let's talk about those products. How do they fit in for our vegetarians, our vegans, and our plant-based eaters?
Yeah, so the great news for vegetarians, every product that Jeunesse makes, you're great with. You're from an animal-based product side of the meat aspect. So pure vegetarian, the Zen Fuse, the Prime, the Shape, the Fit, it's all perfect for you here. Reserve, all of that. Now, if you're a vegan, what you want to be careful of, it depends how strict you are as a vegan. Some vegans won't do any type of gelatin capsule. So that might limit some things. But I would say that 95% of the Jeunesse product line is geared to you. The Prime is fantastic. It's a phenomenal plant-based. The Shape I would take from there. The Fit to me, from a point of a vegetarian, vegan, and plant-based, is probably super important because it's 5 grams of powerful amino acids that help protect your muscles. So when you keep thinking about nitrogen, and I know I'm going science tonight, but the reality is if you're a vegetarian, vegan, or plant-based, you want the data. So nitrogen is your friend. You want more nitrogen coming in than leaving. Amino acids is what gives you the proper amount of nitrogen. This is your building blocks for your body, for your muscle, and your metabolism is your muscle. So Fit to me, because if I was a vegan or vegetarian, I do 2 of these a day. I would do 3 of these a day just to get that boost to protect the muscle. The rest of the product line is fantastic. Another one that I love, I take 3 of these a day, the Reserve. So this is just one product that I wanted to talk about because especially if you're not getting enough fruits and vegetables. So many times, every breath we take, every movement we have, we create antioxidants. We create free radicals. And free radicals damage our healthy cells. They actually break them down, and then antioxidants neutralize the free radicals. If you're not getting 13 to 15 servings of whole fruits and veggies a day, you're not getting enough antioxidants. So this to me is a protector. So as I look at the Fit as a muscle protector, I look at this, to me, the Reserve, as an antioxidant cell protector. So these are just quality products to fill your gaps. And you think most vegans or plant-based eaters would get enough fruits and veggies, but a lot of times they don't, and it's hard. So I would just look at the entire product line. For the majority of the population, it works perfect for all vegetarians, and I'd say 95% for vegans and plant-based eaters.
Perfect. And it's amazing. And I love the Fit. So whether you're vegan or not, this product is absolutely amazing. And I love how you explained amino acids. So it's what everything ends up being, because the amino acids are the building blocks that your body needs to use. So Fit is incredible. I don't leave my house without it. It's one of my favorites. And of course, the entire Jeunesse product line is outstanding. So Mark, this has been so informative. I love the information that you've shared with us. I love learning. I love the education factor, because I think we make better choices when we're educated. And so thank you for the clarity that you brought to us. Thank you for the consideration that you have for this audience, our vegetarians, our vegans, and our plant-based eaters, to show them that we care about them and we want them to be successful on this program. So very quickly, can you just do a quick recap for us on how they can be successful with ZP8?
Yeah, the first thing I want to share is that everyone live in the program, and if you have a plant-based eater or a vegan, Zen Fuse isn't the right shake for them yet. We will eventually come out with a plant-based shake that they can be able to love and cherish. So be okay with that. Recommend this aspect. They can live the rest of the program. They can take the rest of the products to fill their gaps, and they'll get fantastic results with that. If you're a vegetarian, dive into Zen Fuse. That is a great shake, powerful shake, best shake to me in the marketplace for you and anyone who actually will take in a whey protein shake, whey methylene casein. So to recap, the first thing you want to know is, what are you? Define yourself. Are you a vegetarian? Are you a plant-based eater? Are you a vegan? Because each thing's a little bit different. Then you want to get super clear on the sources of protein. There's basically 3 types of sources that are going to come from. One's going to be animal, one will be a byproduct of animal, one's going to be a plant-based protein. Then you want to be clear on what's the difference between complete protein and incomplete protein. Complete protein is good to go. You take it, you eat it. I eat 4 ounces of chicken, I'm absorbing all of that. If I'm doing a bag of brown rice, I'm not getting all that protein. because any incomplete protein that doesn't form enough of the amino acids, it gets wasted or stored. So you want to make sure that you're getting 20 grams female, 25 to 30 male of complete protein per serving. Then you want to get clear on your food options. Vegetarians got a lot of options. You know, you got to think, many times we say we're bored. Just think outside the box. Go to a local food store, spend 2 to 3 hours, find your grab and go proteins, your staple proteins that you can dive in. The carbs and fat, unlimited, but find those other things, unlimited choices, not unlimited amounts, unlimited choices, and then find those staples and take it from there. If you're a vegetarian, you can bring yogurt, you can bring the egg whites, you can bring the fish. If you're a vegan or plant-based, that's when you can do brown rice, you can do hemp, you can bring in Ezekiel bread. You can find numerous aspects to bring in additional protein. Chia seed, all of that has additional protein as well. And then the last thing is you just want to get super clear on leveraging the right products that fill your gaps. If you can take this on as a plant-based eater, a vegetarian or a vegan, you are set up to win and you will rock ZP8 and you can own it.
I love it. I love the fact that not only is this so helpful for that specific audience, but for many of you who have friends, family, people you know, love, and care about, now you have become educated on how you can help them on ZP8. So Mark, as always, thank you for this amazing information. Guys, make sure that you share this replay, available at hangouts.zenproject8, and make sure that you join us right here next week, July 18th, because we've got a special Transformation Monday. We have 3 very special transformation guests who will be joining us, sharing how they made a stand to live Zen Project 8 and are inspiring many others to do the same. So Mark, why don't you share with us your thoughts on next week's show? And I know you have a special quote before we close, so to you.
So Cassiah, this is, and one quick thing what you just said on that was, even if you're not a vegetarian, vegan, or plant-based, my wife, Abby, she likes to bring in some plant-based meals. She still lives the program, does everything, but so you can mix it up. So wherever you sit right now, give it a shot. Take some of the information tonight and experiment a little with it. But this is what I want. This goes perfect, Cassiah, with what we're going to be talking about next week. So when I think about everything, I think about, instead of trying to convince someone to change their eating habits, find out their health goals and share how you can help. It's that simple. I wanted to share this tonight because I see too many times. I was in Disney World. You know, we were there for 11 days. And when I was in Disney World and in just my entire career, I keep seeing people trying to convince other people of doing something. I had a couple come up to me and I was walking around with Hope, Cassiah, and I had her in the big backpack, and they came up to me and they said, "Man, you look fit. Can you help my husband?" And this lady was great, but she wasn't very healthy. So I said to her, you know, way you help your husband is you start with you. It's not about convincing people to be something else. It's not about telling them to eat something else. It's about educating them and empowering them by your actions and then showing them how you can help. As simple as sharing this webcast with the vegetarian. As simple as 2 weeks ago when we did how to live ZP8 as an athlete, share it with an athlete. Giving people information so they start understanding how it applies to them and you meet them in the middle. That's how we win. And that's what next week's going to be all about, because you're going to hear 3 incredible stories of how they have people have owned it, led it, and now are leading their communities.
Well, that sounds like a show you guys won't want to miss. So we'll see you right here at hangouts.zenproject8 at 9 o'clock Eastern. And again, if you liked tonight's show, make sure you share it with everyone you know, love, and care about. Also, Mark, you're doing a live broadcast. Why don't you tell our audience where they can find that and when?
Yeah, so 2 p.m. tomorrow in our Facebook group, I'm doing a live broadcast on how to share your story and lead your community. It's going to be fun. It goes perfect with the bulk order. That's why I didn't dive into that much. I'm going to really show you how you can take your success and lead your community to an overall changing how they are and transforming hundreds to thousands of lives.
All right, guys, 2 o'clock tomorrow inside of your Facebook group. So to get there, facebook.com/groups/Zen Project 8. We'll see you there. Mark, as always, thank you for the great information. And guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time on the next Zen Project 8 coaching experience. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks, CJ.